The problem I have with Tyler Perry people is he exploits God for monetary gain. Well, he exploited God for monetary gain. Back then, I was a huge fan of Tyler Perry and Tyler Perry's work. And honestly, the plays was like one of his best things ever. And spoiler alert, this is really not going to be I support Tyler Perry type thing. But back then, I used to. I simply used to support him because the Madea character was a very great matriarch that we all had in our family. It's like our mama, grandma, aunt, any woman in our family that was always powerful, loving and caring, always told us ways to defend ourselves, always told the girls how to, if don't chase after a man, this, that, and the fourth. It had a message. It had a really good message to play. It had a powerful message. It was very relatable. It was really good. It was like how you used to just go to church, and church wasn't like monetary where you had to fork off cash to go to church or reserve a seat to go to church. And then once you become successful, churches grow bigger, gets a bigger fan base. The whole, recipe of success changes. And again, I was a huge fan of the plays and I was a huge fan of Madea. But after a lot of his literary works on like TV shows and movies, my opinion of him really changed. And a lot of people told me, you shouldn't talk down on Tyler Perry, this, that, and the fourth. No. I'm going to talk down on Tyler Perry because what he's doing to consistently disrespect the African American community wasn't right. I remember somebody saying something about a comparison of a house slave and a field slave. How the house slave basically just did way more or way less than the field slave. The house slave had more privileges. The house slave basically, catered to the master. And the master to me for Tyler Perry is his audience. His audience is like a lie. He has a really weird fan base. Like anything he makes, his fan base is for it. And Tyler Perry is a real drama queen. I remember when the Boondocks came out with the episode of a parody of him. And Tyler Perry was pissed. He was livid. He was pissed off. And eventually, due to that and other things, the Boondocks was canceled. But yet, we got shows like Family Guy and South Park that make a mockery of black people all the time. Make a mockery of people of anything. People that's been raped, murdered, anything. George Floyd, anything. These cartoons depict and disrespect all people. And people are fine with it. They think it's comedy. But yet, Boondocks make something about Tyler Perry and he thinks he is God. And one thing in life is one of the 7 deadliest sins is pride. And a lot of people got to realize Tyler Perry take pride a lot in his craft, meaning he doesn't really care about the people. He doesn't care about God. He just cares about himself. Oh, man, you just a hater. No, I'm not a Tyler Perry hater. I'm just saying it. Hear me out. The reason why I say Tyler Perry has a lot of pride is because you want to cancel a show. The meaning of the Boondocks wasn't just a malicious intent. It was a little comical, but each episode had a different type of message. Although it was a little bit funny and a little fucked up, that's how you got to get it. But it wasn't like evil or malicious. Every episode of the Boondocks had somewhat of a theme. It's not like Family Guy or South Park where they just have a theme and just degrade people. So what makes Tyler Perry think that he is the sole proprietor of the world, of owning everything in the world? Like he's the ultimate badass. Yes, he's a billionaire, but the world don't revolve around him. And people was really shitting on the movie Divorce in Black. Now note, I do sit and watch Tyler Perry's products because, again, as a YouTuber or a podcaster, I have to observe and have to watch these things. Every single YouTuber that review a movie or a video game, it can be the worst or the best video game, but they spend days, hours, and years talking about that because that's their passion. And this is my passion. And it's not hatred towards Tyler Perry, because I don't have hate towards him. It's more of a disappointment. This man ain't never won an Academy Award, an Oscar, or an Emmy, or anything, but he has reached billionaire status. But I'm going to be real. Jordan Peele is a really great black director. Ryan Coogler is a very great black director. Tim Story is a really great black director. And most importantly, the person that's been in the game before any of them is David E. Talbert. And every single one of them have, at least a few of them has been nominated for an Academy Award, an Oscar, or an Emmy, because they know how to write and produce great content. Tyler Perry movies and TV shows is just very, 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 very long dialogue. Or it's literally about a light-skinned dude being abusive, and then the light-skinned dude saves the day, or vice versa. Light-skinned or dark-skinned dude saves the day, and the woman abuses him. Get abused by the guy, and this, that, and the fourth. Or it be some type of sexual theme where people, just have a sex drive or a sexual lust and kill people. And it be about power. And literally, if you really think about it, a lot of Tyler Perry shows and movies all depict the 7 deadliest sins. So I'm going to do a video on that. If this video or podcast gets successful, I'm going to break down all the 7 deadliest sins. But if you look at all the 7 deadliest sins and watch a Tyler Perry show, some of that shit is self-explanatory. But it's a huge fan base that worship him and idolize him like he's Jesus. It reminds me of these mega pastors that people worship and idolize like they're Jesus. So a couple weeks ago, I saw some inspirational clip with Joel Osteen and Tyler Perry, the two biggest scammers in the world, that's billionaires, that's rich. Now, one thing I can say about Tyler is he does give some people opportunity. I appreciate him giving Corey Hardick opportunity. I appreciate him giving a lot of people more opportunities, like Alfred Woodard or Janet Jackson, or many of these great black people that we don't see on silver screens. We don't see them a lot. So I appreciate the fact that he's allowing them opportunity to grow and showcase their craft that this fucking Hollywood don't want to do. So again, kudos to him. Kudos to his documentary, which was inspirational. Kudos to him. Like I said, he ain't no absolutely bad person, but he can't just get mad at people that's making opinions and try to retaliate against people that make opinions. Because at the end of the day, every single one of us that's making opinions isn't rich. Every single one that's making opinions is not even a billionaire. But the fucked up thing about it is sometimes some of the people that make opinions sometimes be millionaires and billionaires in the Hollywood industry. They have a really great craft or a really great portfolio of great films and great movies and great TV shows that's out there, that's more credible than any of us. So we can't just say that. I feel like a person that's a hater is a person that hates everything you do and can't say nothing good about you at all. Nothing good about you. I said a few select things good about Tyler Perry. And again, a lot of people may view this. A lot of people may not view this. People may listen to this. Who cares? But at the end of the day, I literally surveyed a lot of African-American people, and they have said that they really don't support Tyler Perry because he make us look bad. It's even some other races of people I surveyed, and they like, well, I don't think he's a good director. But I don't know, man. I don't know. And I saw a couple comments about one day Tyler Perry may just blow us off the roof and do something a little bit different. Because it reminds me of WWE, pro wrestling. I know it's scripted and I know it's fake, but sometimes WWE can be predictable. But nowadays, WWE is a little bit different now. It's a lot of things that's going on in the WWE that's not predictable no more. That's going outside of the box. So who knows? In the times that we living in a really social media heavy world, meaning one day it just may click. One day it may click and say, yo, man, I gotta, do something different. I gotta prove these people wrong that I can produce something that's not the same. And when you produce a product that's not the same, that's going to generate you more revenue. That also may gravitate fans that you previously had back. Meaning, if you was grossing millions of dollars box office for a film, cool. But if it's the same repetitive shit, you could be probably producing thousands of dollars in the film. But it's just different. It's just different. Tyler Perry just hits very different. Just to me, he hits very different. So I do want opinions on that. And I want people to talk to me. I want subscribers. I want listeners. I want y'all to communicate when y'all watch this video. I want y'all to share this video because it's an ongoing topic that a lot of people don't want to talk about, that people be scared of. Some people don't be scared of. They don't be scared of it all the time, but they don't have they just say the same shit. And I'm probably saying the same shit, but I just feel like with me being somebody that's a little bit unknown, and a person that just probably they may watch all the products that just didn't primarily give up on him. I just want y'all opinions on it because I know I'm not the only person in the world that think that his content is literally the same. He has the same directors. He's had the same writers. It's just the same. Just like wrestling or any movie or any TV show, anything that has a camera behind the screen, even these skits that you see on TikTok and YouTube, be natural, be great, be different, be original, and also have good writers. If you have a good writer, you can be good. You could be one of the best singers in the world or the best rappers in the world. But if your style is the same, sometimes, I'm not going to lie to you, sometimes if your style is the same, it's good. It's good if you have the same style. And sometimes if you change up your style, people will be like, what the fuck? But overall, regardless of that, if you have a really good writer, you could produce really good content. You could produce really good content. You can write about fucking water. And people will be like, what the fuck you doing writing about water? But if you give a cinematic trailer and just a shot of boiling water or some water that's exploding or water changing color, something a little different, write it a little different, make it different, people are watching and invested. People will literally watch. People like the way the human mind is and the way people is just amazing. Like if we see something that's good by a trailer, we're going to watch it. Even if let me say this, a trailer that gives too much kind of make us want to watch the movie, but a trailer that gives us less make us want to watch the movie even more. Like, it's like, okay, what the hell is the plot of this? I just see water. I see it's boiling. I see it's exploding. What's the theme of this? It's just water. This, that, and the fourth. But I know that was just a stupid analogy, but I'm just saying in general, you got to think of something outside of the box. And I feel like if Tyler Perry think of something outside of the box and have good writers, I swear he'll be Emmy nominated, Oscar nominated writer. But his dialogue literally will be this right here. I kid you not. I'm gonna just give you an example. Man, today is a really good day outside. Yeah, outside it's a really good day. The day is really good. The sun is up. The trees, what's going on with the tree? Man, that tree looked like it was gonna fall. Last week I cut that tree down. Then it grew back. Man, last week you cut the tree down. Oh man, I cut the tree down too. What? You cut the tree down too? Man, today is a beautiful day. I like the day. Man, you funny. What you mean today a beautiful day? It just be literally like that throughout a whole fucking episode of a show, and it just stretches. It just stretches. It's like when you go to CapCut or any editor and you just edit a sound to a video and just let it play on loop. That's what it is. And I learned something from a book called Save the Cat about beat changes. Tyler Perry keeps going to beat one, beat one, beat one, beat one, beat one. The way a dialogue and a script should be written is simply this. Sorry, I have a dog in the background that's making noise. The way a beat changes is literally this. It should be like this. Hey, man, today I cut down this tree. Man, for real? Yeah, I cut this tree down today. What kind of chainsaw you use, bro? I use this chainsaw right here. It was in my storage shed the other day. Oh, okay, man. Speaking of storage shed, man, you know I cleaned my storage shed the other day and they had a lot of junk in it, bro. Really, dude, for real? And I found this treasure box, man, and it had a whole bunch of stuff inside of it. Man, what kind of stuff? Some gold. Man, I met this vendor the other day that's just, sells gold and da. A beat change to me is just something that just keep going about the subject. See how I talked about the chainsaw and the treasure chest and the gold and the vendor and the pun? That's how something's supposed to be written. You shouldn't write dialogue focusing on one thing, talking about it all day. If you talk about it all fucking day, people's attention span is going to be like, what the fuck, dude? Because I have ADHD, so I can't fucking focus. So I try my best and torture myself to watch this shit. But the good thing about DVR and the power of recording is great. Now, watching this shit on demand is torturous because I can't fucking skip it. But if I'm recording it or watching a movie or a clip, I could just say, okay, let's fast forward to this because this nigga literally spent 25 minutes talking about the same fucking topic. So let's just mark off that 25 minutes and do it. Or what he should do is, even if he can't hire a writer, hire a great editor. Hire a great editor so that editor can cut out that same subject. Because at the end of the day, you're saying the same fucking shit in different words and paraphrasing it. So I feel like if Tyler Perry just reads books like Save the Cat, or be around really good film theorists, or be around really good film directors, somebody that knows that craft, he can be good. Yeah, he's a billionaire. But peep this. Everybody in life that want to be successful want to elevate and grow. So if I feel like if you want to grow, okay, you're a billionaire. Say for instance, if you have $5 billion in your bank account, triple that. Get 25 million, 15 million. That math ain't mathing. But your revenue can triple if you have better people. It reminds me of the time, and I'm gonna let y'all go. It reminds me of a time when I was working at this sports bar in Houston, Texas, called Atomic Bottle. Atomic Bottle was not popping when I first worked there. But once we got the promotion team and everything, the whole dynamic changed. The whole dynamic changed so much that we had got celebrities in there and everything. And the promoter, that one of the promoters was somebody that befriended Lil Baby, James Harden, and many other credible people. So the moral of the story is, once the owner of Atomic Bottle found really good promoters, a really good promotion team, they bought that team, and that team bought their knowledge and they bought their people, and whoop-de-doo, Atomic Bottle was one of the hottest bars in Houston, Texas back then in 2019 and 2020. But then it got shut down again. It got shut down due to, the promoters leaving and some bullshit. And that's what it need to be like with Tyler Perry. You need to have that good team and make sure you keep that team, because sometimes you can't please an audience all the time. So y'all just have to just slow down and just do something different. Don't rush shit. Let people anticipate. Not the anticipation of like, fuck, dude, holy shit, you just spent 40 minutes talking about the same subject. Now I got to anticipate what happened next. No. Be change, have that great dialogue, because the art of dialogue will be the art of dialogue is really good. Dialogue makes things feel authentic and it makes it feel real, because in real life, if a person is talking consistently and saying the same shit about a fucking tree or some water or their boyfriend or their girlfriend and talking about the same subject all day, you gonna be like, dude, what the fuck, can you change the subject? And naturally, nobody's going to pay attention. So if you just talk about something natural, let it flow like water, like fire. Let it flow. Let it just move. But again, give me y'all opinions about this, guys, because I feel like his biggest two issues is writing and dialogue. actually 3 issues: writing dialogue and just how he just degrade the black community. If he stopped degrading the black community or degrading people of LGBTQ status, African American status, stop being discriminatory, stop having the same fucking plot and shit, I swear he could produce great content. That's just me. Like, share, subscribe.